Greetings, this is Brandon with Primarily Pens. Today I have a Grayson Tighe Mokume-Gane fountain pen. This pen has a bit of a story behind it, and I'm going to start with that. In my early days, I had a number of Rotring pens, even came across a Esti DuPont, a Waterman, and maybe I've had a Mont Blanc here or there. But they all had something in common. Basically, they are all either black or silver colored or a combination of black and silver colored. Somewhere along the line, I came across a magazine that talked about Grayson Tighe pens. Now, I'd never seen any of his work in any stores, but the article caught my eye and got me interested based on the description of the article. I mentioned it to my wife, and she managed to find a dealer in Minnesota, where we were living at the time, that actually had a few Grayson Tighe pens. So we went to the store, and he showed me the 5 or 6 pens of Grayson's that he had, and it was at that moment that I became a collector. I just adored the pens. They just matched me. I love the size. I love the weight of the pens. I love the fact that they had various materials being used. I fell in love with pens at that point in time. And much to my wife's surprise, I picked this one, a copper nickel looking, non-black and silver looking pen, to be my first Grayson Tighe pen, because it just struck me. It's just a gorgeous look. Now the pen is called the Mokume-Gane, and that describes the material that forms the cap and the barrel. Now that translates to wood grain metal. If you look closely, you can see that pattern kind of looks like a wood grain, and it's just a lovely look. It's created by basically doing different layers of different contrasting colors. In this case, I believe this is a copper and a nickel metal blended together. But because how it's fused together, every piece is a little bit different. There's uniqueness between every piece. Now this technique was developed by feudal Japan by master swordsmith, and nowadays it's used quite often in knife making. But doing the walkthrough, we have the top part. We have actually a titanium trim. We have these little circles there. The clip has this nice little pattern on it that has, I guess it's still called bluing, even though it's not blue color. It's more of this brown tannish color that's there that gives nice contrast. Again, back to the Mokume-Gane look. The titanium band with the Tighe name and the number. This is a numbered series, not a limited series, but this is number 9. Opening up the pen, we have the two-tone 18-karat gold nib. Quite pretty nib. The grip is smooth, but it does have these engraved circles with more of that bluing that actually gives really good grip to it. Now it can be used unposted, which is actually very well balanced, but it does post and actually has threading on the top of the pen that allows you to very securely post the pen. And in this position, it's actually very well balanced as well. It is a cartridge converter filled pen, and I've mentioned some pens before that when they have metal on metal, they have a rubber gasket right there. This pen does not, and I have noticed that when I've carried it quite a bit, that sometimes it does just barely rotate a little bit, and it just gives just a little bit of a wobble. So yeah, it's not really a problem, but I have noticed it on some of these pens, Grayson Tighe's pens, that it does do that. Again, you can just again, whenever I open it up now, I just tighten up, and there's no issue there. But I have noticed that. The rest of the barrel has more of this wonderful pattern, and then the bottom of the pen more of the titanium trim, with the bottom matching the top with those concentric circles. Again, just a gorgeous pen. It's fairly weighty. It comes in at 61 grams, which again was the things that attracted me to it originally. again, just a beautiful, beautiful pen. The packaging material, I think, is fairly standard packaging material for Grayson Tighe. We have the faux stingray leather box that comes with, fairly standard for that. So there you have it, the Grayson Tighe Mokume-Gane fountain pen, the pen that got me addicted. Please leave comments below, take a look at my other reviews, and subscribe to Primarily Pens. I'll have additional reviews soon.